Hey guys, my name is Brianna Bittler. I am a major in political science, and my topic that I am presenting is Chinese human smuggling and U.S. border security. I chose my topic because when we think of human smuggling in the U.S., we typically think of Mexico and never really talk about how Chinese or any other groups are being smuggled into the U.S. I thought that by choosing this topic, I could expand our knowledge on human smuggling to show that there are many migrants from various countries coming to the U.S. So, in June of 2016, the San Diego Border Patrol reported stopping approximately 663 migrants from China in over 8 months. This was actually a significant increase from the 2015 data that they reported, and a lot of those who are being smuggled are coming into Southern California by way of boats. So this shows you San Diego, and it shows you how close to the ocean and how close to the Mexican border it is. So it would be pretty easy for Chinese people to come over and to be smuggled into the U.S. through those ways. This isn't the first time the U.S. has actually seen this. However, now the Chinese criminal groups are becoming very involved with Latin American groups. The boom in illegal immigration by sea from China's Fujian province, which is actually the source of many unauthorized Chinese migrants in the U.S., has prospered largely because of an alliance between Chinese and Latin American smuggling rings. These numbers are large, but they represent only a small portion of the overall phenomenon. The Migration Policy Institute estimated that there were 285,000 unauthorized Chinese immigrants living in the U.S., the most from any nation outside Latin America. In part, this large number speaks to the difficulty of immigrating to the United States through traditional channels. While most unauthorized immigrants simply overstay their visas, for those who are smuggled, popular routes include going by boat or flying for various legs before arriving in Mexico City and then moving north into California. This just shows you the statistics of the thousands of people who crossed over the Mexican border and then those who overstayed their visas, and this gives you the years down here of 1985 to 2013. The reason why smuggling Chinese across the southern U.S. border is popular for human smugglers is because it appeals to traffickers since it is more profitable than smuggling individuals from Mexico or Central America. The role of Chinese mafia groups in bringing migrants across the border has also deepened their exposure to and ties with Latin American narcotics cartels, creating other diverse issues. An alliance between Chinese and Latin American smuggling rings was noted as early as 1993, but today the scope of this so-called alliance encompasses not only just smuggling, but also other illicit activities including the sale of drugs from Asia and pirated materials. As Chinese smuggling gets worse, so does Central American smuggling. The smuggling of unlawful immigrants from the Northern Triangle region, which is Honduras and a couple other countries, actually estimated to be around $200 million to $2.3 billion for smugglers in 2017. One of the solutions to this issue is to address the challenge of smuggling and trafficking of Chinese through Latin America. This will require the United States, China, and Latin America, particularly Mexico, to work together and come up with a plan that aims to end human smuggling. Now, the United States and China do already operate the Joint Liaison Group in Law Enforcement Cooperation, which was actually established in 1997 to address a variety of issues including drugs and repatriation of illegal immigrants. Also, both economic ties and other exchanges between China and Mexico have expanded in recent years. Trilateral law enforcement cooperation on immigration and drugs could be a natural extension of these existing relationships. If the U.S. were to team up with Mexico and China, they could eventually lessen and possibly even stop human smuggling into the U.S. Another solution would be the establishment of a multinational anti-crime mobile assessment and training team. Now, that sounds like a lot, but such a team could actually help share information, address language issues, and coordinate strategies specific to each country involved in the issue, which would be beneficial for all of those involved. While the media does often portray the relationship between China and the U.S. as more competitive than cooperative, Perhaps the often fractious debate over unauthorized immigration could generate a new source of collaboration between the two countries.